It's getting hot, sea levels are rising, and students all over the world have been marching on the streets about climate change. Environmental sustainability and what this means for our future is a hot topic, literally, and it seems that on a per capita basis, Australia is producing more than it should be. Dr. Arne Geschke, a senior lecturer at the University of Sydney and postdoctoral fellow in the Integrated Sustainability Analysis, breaks down where Australia really stands in terms of its environmental action.
Roughly at 550 megatons at the moment, so that is roughly 1.6% of the global emissions. So it seems small, but it's not the only metric you would use. Normalize it in a sense where you break it down to sort of emissions per capita, so emissions per person. When you go by that metric, Australia is actually almost the winner in the global competition, and we're rivaling the US. $1 million question: what can we do to save the planet? And I would often say to my students that we currently live in the assessment age. So we're living in an age that maybe 20 years ago we just started off with that, and now we have access to a wealth of data. So we're really at the moment just starting to understand what our impacts are on the planet. And for Australia, it would actually be a fairly easy journey towards full sort of renewable energy resources. But as you probably know, it's not sort of on the agenda at the moment to go in that direction.
Dr. Geschke says it is young people who can help drive this change to sustainability. Young people like uni student Ellie Zematekoulis, an environmental activist and sustainability practicer.
I don't think enough people understand the impact of one small little action. Everyone seems so stuck in their ways of comfort and leisure and aren't really thinking about the future. I try my best to, stick with my sustainability practices. I carry my Keep cup and I use a thermal water bottle. I don't use, the plastic water bottles. I choose not to drive. I catch public transport and I walk where I can. And of course, I use my reusable bags.
Ellie has been part of many protests and is a student of sustainable resource management at the University of Technology, Sydney.
So there's definitely an Aussie, easygoing attitude about environmental issues. Everyone seems, very laid back and unopinionated about our policies, our actions, and what can be done. But I've copped some backlash for taking such an active stance. But on the plus side, I've noticed, especially people like I see around campus, trying to be more, environmentally conscious. Pubs, for instance, in Newtown have stopped using plastic straws, and I see a lot of people with Keep cups now. People actively interested in environmental concerns. I just, think a lot of people have been switched out to this sort of thing, influenced by others around them as well. But I think there's still a long way to go.
And she's right. There's simply not enough being done to help reduce Australia's environmental impact. Experts like Dr. Geschke say that we're simply using too much, wasting too much, and unaware of just how much environmental damage we are causing. But we can't just look to millennials to save us.